Did you ever feel it? That subtle little creak in your knee as you get out of a chair? The moment you hesitate before bending down to tie your shoe? That flicker of brain fog that makes you forget why you walked into a room? It starts so small, doesn't it? Just a whisper, a gentle reminder that time is moving on. My name is Dr. David, and for years, I saw it in my practice. Patients, good people, over 60, who seemed to be surrendering to the inevitable. They'd say things like, well, what can you do? It's just old age. But what if I told you that wasn't true? What if I told you there's a way to not just slow that process down, but to turn back the clock on some of it? What if you could have the physical freedom and mental sharpness of someone 20 years younger without a single gym membership or expensive supplement? We're not talking about a quick fix. We're talking about a quiet revolution. Today, I'm going to share 5 simple, almost invisible habits. They're based on the secrets of Japan's centenarians. People who don't just live long, they live well. They are the secrets to regaining your balance, restoring your energy, strengthening your core, lubricating your joints, and sharpening your mind. Now, before we get into it, if you're ready to start writing a new chapter for your health, type a 1 in the comments right now. And if you want to be a part of this journey where we redefine what it means to age, hit that subscribe button. We're a community, and I'd love to have you. You know, just a few years ago, I had a patient. Let's call him Charles. He was a retired carpenter, a strong man, but at 65, he was struggling with constant back pain and a fear of falling. It had gotten so bad, he was afraid to play with his grandkids. He told me, "David, I feel like I'm made of glass." Charles's story is a powerful one, and it's going to be the thread that ties all of this together. So stay with me, because his transformation might just be yours too. Let's start with the very first secret. It's the one that David and thousands of others have used to find their physical footing again. Reclaiming your inner balance. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you truly felt unsteady? Maybe on an icy sidewalk, or stepping off a curb you didn't see. For most of us over 60, that feeling of imbalance can be a daily reality. The World Health Organization says that falls are the second leading cause of accidental death globally. It's not just a physical problem, it's a profound loss of confidence. You know, Charles used to tell me he felt like he was walking on sponges. He'd nearly fallen in his garage twice. That fear started dictating his life. It's a cruel cycle. You fear falling, so you move less. Moving less makes you weaker, which makes you more likely to fall. The Japanese elders don't just practice balance, they embody it. It's not about training for a marathon, it's about training for life. The simplest, most powerful exercise for this is what I call the standing still habit. It's what our grandparents instinctively did before chairs became the default. Here's how you do it. Twice a day, stand on one leg for just 1 minute. That's it. It sounds almost ridiculous, I know, but here's the science. When you stand on one leg, your body makes hundreds of tiny micro adjustments every second. These signals shoot up your nervous system to your brain's cerebellum, the part of your brain that controls balance. It's a direct communication pathway you haven't used much since your 20s. A study out of Fukuoka University tracked 12,000 older adults and found that those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations. This isn't just about your legs. This is about rewiring your brain. So how do you start? Safely. Stand near a wall or a sturdy countertop. Lift one foot just a few inches off the ground. Don't worry if you wobble, that's the point. Focus on a fixed point ahead. Breathe. Start with 20 seconds, then 30, then work your way up to a full minute. Do it while you're brushing your teeth. Turn a chore into a longevity ritual. Tip: if it becomes too easy, try it with your eyes closed. This forces your body to rely on its internal balance system rather than visual cues. This simple act isn't just a stretch, it's a promise to your body. It's you saying, I'm still here, I'm still stable, and I'm in control. Comment balance below if you're going to try this today. 2. The hidden power of floor sitting, unlocking your independence. You know, the chair is a magnificent invention, but it's also a trap. It allows us to forget how our bodies are designed to move. We lose the fundamental ability to get on and off the ground gracefully. And Charles, he told me the day he couldn't get up off the floor after playing with his grandson was the day he felt truly old. This brings us to our second habit, floor transitions. This is a daily longevity test. In Japan, they eat, drink tea, and watch TV on the floor. It's not a workout, it's just life. But it means they are constantly practicing the movement of going from standing to floor and back again dozens of times a day. A massive study from the University of Tsukuba followed over 10,000 older adults. They found that those who could get up from the floor without using their hands had dramatically better lower body strength, joint flexibility, and shockingly, a lower mortality rate over the next 6 years. This movement demands coordination, core stability, and motor planning. It's a neurological challenge as much as it is a physical one. Here's how you start. Don't just plop down. Start by kneeling, using a sturdy chair or a stool for support. Practice going from standing to kneeling and back up. Over time, try lowering yourself to the floor and rising back up using fewer and fewer points of support. You can use cushions or a yoga mat to reduce stress on your knees. Tip: practice just 2 or 3 transitions a day. It may feel clunky at first, but every time you do it, you're building a neurological map back to independence. It's about staying on your own terms, because the day you can't get off the floor is the day your world begins to shrink. 3. The art of the towel twist, rewiring your body and brain. I remember Charles once said, "I don't have time for a 2-hour workout." And that's the beauty of this next secret. It's just 2 minutes, just a simple towel. This is the towel twist, or tenugi hibiki as it's known in Japan. It's a simple, rhythmic motion that many centenarians swear by. It's so subtle, you'd think it was too basic to matter. Here's how it works. You hold a towel at shoulder height, arms extended. Pull outward gently as if you're trying to tear it in half. Then, with your hips forward, slowly twist your torso to one side. Hold for 3 seconds, return to center, twist to the other side. That constant outward tension activates deep stabilizer muscles, the ones that barely fire in typical workouts. Brain scans have shown this movement activates both hemispheres of the brain simultaneously. It improves coordination, memory, and reaction time. A 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who practiced the towel twist daily for just 2 minutes lived an average of 7 years longer. Their grip strength, a strong predictor of longevity, stayed above the independence threshold well into their 90s. Tip: do this first thing in the morning and again before bed. It books your day with activation and recovery, priming your brain for the day and calming your nervous system for sleep. No gym, no noise, no sweat, just you, a towel, and 2 minutes that can change everything. Comment towel below if you'll give this a try. 4. The walk that heals, beyond steps and calories. We all know walking is good for us, but what if I told you we've been doing it wrong? Most of us treat walking as a chore, a way to hit a step count or burn calories. We're on our phones, we're rushing, we're not engaged. The Japanese call this form of mindful, slow walking sampo. It's not about speed or distance, it's about rhythm and intention. Charles would take his dog for a walk every day, but he was always in a hurry. He'd come back with achy knees.
I told him to try something different. I told him to walk at half his normal pace. No rush, just a calm, deliberate rhythm paired with a simple breathing pattern. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. Here's the magic. This walking-breathing combination has been shown to synchronize your cardiovascular and nervous systems, improve blood pressure, and activate deep stabilizer muscles. A study from Kyoto University found that seniors who practiced this daily had 62% less arterial stiffness and moved with the grace of people 20 years younger. Slow walking forces your foot to fully engage with the ground, from heel to arch to toe, activating all 33 joints in each foot. This sends signals to the brain that retrain your balance system, the parts that deteriorate with age. Tip: start with just 10 minutes on natural terrain, like grass or dirt. Uneven surfaces engage more muscles. This isn't about exercise. This is how the Japanese tune their bodies and brains every morning. This isn't just walking, it's moving with purpose, and that purpose is life itself.
Number 5, the simple ritual, a joint's best friend. You know, the first thing many of us notice as we age is stiffness. Our joints get creaky, our range of motion shrinks. For Charles, this was a big one. His shoulders and hips were so tight, he couldn't reach up into the kitchen cabinet without a grimace. This brings us to our final secret. It's a simple 3-minute ritual called Radio Taiso. It's a routine of 13 gentle stretches broadcast on national radio in Japan every morning at 6:30 a.m. Millions of people, young and old, move in sync. There's no sweating, no downward dogs, just rhythmic, continuous movements. Arm circles, forward bends, side stretches. It's done gracefully, almost like Tai Chi with a smile. Why does it work? Because this ritual lubricates your joints by stimulating synovial fluid, your body's natural joint oil. Without it, stiffness sets in fast after 50. In a study of over 8,000 seniors, those who practiced Radio Taiso daily had 40% fewer falls and 55% less chronic back pain. They maintained full range of motion in their hips and shoulders, even into their 80s. Tip: you can find routines for this on YouTube. Do it right after you wake up, when your body's growth hormones peak and your muscles are most responsive. No equipment, no special clothes. You can do it barefoot in your pajamas. It's not just stretching. It's daily renewal, one breath and one simple movement at a time. It's what allowed Charles to finally reach into that cabinet again without pain. So what happened to Charles? He started with the standing still habit. It was awkward at first, but he stuck with it. Then he added the floor transitions and the towel twist. He replaced his power walks with sampo. And finally, he made Radio Taiso his new morning coffee ritual. He went from being afraid of falling to feeling strong and grounded. His back pain, once a daily torment, is now a distant memory. He's not a gym rat. He's not on a fad diet. He's just a man who chose to move with purpose. And that's the point. Aging well isn't about pushing hard. It's about moving smart every single day. The choice to age differently starts today. These 5 movements take less than 15 minutes. They don't require sweat, willpower, or expensive equipment. What they do require is a mindset shift from trying to fight age to flowing with it intelligently. Here's the real secret. The Japanese elders aren't doing these things because they want to live forever. They do them because they want to live well. Clear-headed, strong, and independent for as long as life allows. You can start with just one movement, 1 minute, one choice. That single decision could ripple into years of better balance, brain health, and vitality. If you don't take action, you risk losing the very independence you've worked so hard for. The fear of falling, the stiffness, the brain fog, they don't go away on their own. But if you start, you gain.
You gain the freedom to play with your grandkids, to live in your own home, to simply get up and down without a second thought. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these movements spoke to you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member who you know needs to hear this. And if you want to join our community and redefine aging with us, please subscribe to Health Share 1. Aging isn't something we endure, it's something we master. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.